With Halloween still a few weeks away, the creepy clown craze is causing quite a scare. Michigan police are investigating after a boy says he was scratched by a clown wielding a butter knife.
He grabbed my wrist, and then he used the other hand to, dragged the knife from my arm slowly.
In New Jersey, officers say men wearing these masks drove around town scaring other drivers. And in New York State, photos of an armed clown made the rounds on social media. Police say it was...
Hello, Spy Kitten here with another eye-opening expose. In today's video, I will be exposing the highly requested creepy clown conspiracy and the reasons behind this mass hysteria. Many people are looking for answers, and it's time that we get them.
And I thought, when I grow up, I want to be just like him. When I jump into a room, I want all the little girls to scream.
So clowns have long been associated with evil, darkness, fear, and the demonic realm. They have a very fascinating, yet very disturbing history, full of murder, financial ruin, infidelity, and pedophilia. And it is not a coincidence that all of these present-day creepy clown sightings are on the rise. We're in a very dark time as a society, and there are even darker forces that we don't see at play. So let's get to it, because there's much to be exposed. The origin of the clown character can be dated back as far as 2400 BC, during the time of ancient Egypt to other powerful empires such as Greece, Rome, and other obsolete civilizations. It was thought by many of these primeval cultures that clowns were endowed with special powers from the gods, or even were trickster gods themselves, such as the Norse Loki or the Mesopotamian Enki, to name a few, which in fact all serve Satan, the master of trickery and deception. Today, somewhere along the way, the comical, self-deprecating clown who invites us to laugh at him metamorphosized into a powerful object of fear, in short, a monster. So completely has this transformation occurred that very few people can look at a clown without feeling creeped out or uncomfortable. Yet clowns persist, thrive, and through their crafty, strange occult arts appear to multiply. In fact, in a survey of 250 children ages 4 to 16 conducted by Dr. Penny Curtis and Dr. Joe Birch of the Center for the Study of Childhood and Youth at the University of Sheffield, all 250 children reported that they found clowns frightening. Then why does the mainstream promote clowns to kids at birthday parties and at circuses? What dark compulsion drives the men to hide behind their painted-on smiles and big rubber noses? What madness turns a man into a clown? Looking back, the past few decades have provided us with a few shining examples of clowns gone wrong, both real and fictional. From the infamous serial killer John Wayne Gacy, who sadistically murdered and sexually assaulted 33 teenage boys while performing as Pogo the Clown, to Stephen King's Pennywise, to Batman's Joker, and many others. The prominence of the evil clown in the modern media has led many to conclude that the evil clown is an icon of the modern era, and there are many reasons the elites push this clown agenda. So what's up with the clown, or rather these clowns? Well, in 2013, exactly 33 years after the incarceration of John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown who brutally murdered 33 children, we began to see this bizarre phenomenon sweeping across the world in astonishing numbers. Here's a fun fact: Freemasons and other occultists revere the number 33 above all other numbers. So it's no coincidence we're seeing the rise of creepy clowns 33 years after the main manifestation of the original killer clown. So here we are in late 2016 and still dealing with these horrific sightings at growing rates. With Halloween right around the corner, this is more than just a random synchronicity. Halloween is known for satanic rituals, sacrifices, and all-around truly evil activities. These sightings are a manifestation of something truly nefarious and demonic. Not many people are aware that there is an unseen world that surrounds each one of us, which we cannot touch or see with our own two eyes. And as of recent, these creepy clowns have been reported trying to lure numerous elementary school-aged children into the woods. They threatened to shoot up schools, they've been knocking on people's doors in the middle of the night, and they now even have one child's blood on their hands. At this point, this is no joke and is not to be taken lightly. These aren't just some high school pranksters, though some irrelevant incidents could be some kids influenced by the media. But I don't believe teenagers will go to put their life on the line for a simple hoax. These are grown men under some serious demonic influence. This is being perpetuated by the Illuminati elites through the media as well, to put fear into the masses, and even could be a satanic and a demonic ritual that could be linked to human sacrifices. Why else would these clowns try to lure in kids? There are many kidnappings going on every single day. In fact, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, roughly 800,000 children are reported missing each year in the United States alone. That's roughly 2,000 children per day, and most are never to be heard from again. And during October, the number more than doubles.
Glenn Hobbs was initiated into a satanic coven as a child by his grandfather and continued participating for many years. I recently asked Glenn about his involvement and the importance of Halloween to the occultist.
Well, my involvement in satanic worship was, I was involved in it as a child. Of course, I was a generational Satanist, what they call a generational Satanist. It was a very dark time for me as a child.
Glenn, could you tell us about your involvement in any rituals at Halloween as a child?
There was another little girl that was involved in the occult with me, and her name was Becky. Now, Becky was a different type of child. She was blessed to be a sacrifice. I remember I saw the little girl, and she was on the altar, and I noticed that they had slit the bottoms of her feet and her wrists, and they were taking the blood that was running out of those areas and putting them into chalices. Over that period of time that happened, you know, that was the climax event, Halloween night, where they killed that innocent little girl. And this is something that's happening every Halloween. That's not just an isolated event. I mean, there are children all over the world who are losing their lives during Halloween night, and yet they don't, you know, there seems to be this wall and nobody wants to face the facts of what's really going on.
Demons can be identified as harmful parasitic organisms that feed off human energies such as fear. And this is exactly what they're doing with this creepy clown phenomenon. Demons fill every rank of our society, from the highest to the lowest offices. This is why we currently have an epidemic of war, violence, mental illness, and disease in our world. These very unseen entities may be driving those clowns sad or mad and influencing their life for the worse. The men that are participating in the vile and disgusting clown craze are truly not good people. Demons are known to attach themselves to those unfortunates who have given themselves up to iniquity. These men permit their senses to become deadened through indulgence in habit-forming drugs or alcoholic stimulants and even forbidden desires. These individuals become temporarily en rapport with these entities of the astral plane and can be manipulated into doing bizarre and abnormal things, especially during a time like Halloween. Another possibility we can't always outrule is that this could be a giant psyop or a hoax to invoke fear into our hearts. Whether it's pranksters in a costume being influenced by the media or something more sinister, the demonic influence is greatly playing a role in this ruthless ritual, regardless of its reasoning. The Freemasonic and occult ties are undeniably there, so we can't rule out anything.
Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid.
Always remember, Jesus Christ is the only truth, and with the full armor of God, nothing can hurt you, and we shouldn't be in fear, even though the world really wants us to be. I love you, be safe, and God bless.